let's start at the beginning. Let's listen to the taped conversation and compare what you hear versus what the media says they hear. Watch.
Which will be...
Listen, what financing?
We'll have to pay you. So
I'll pay with cash.
No. I got... No.
Check.
Okay, did you hear it? Probably not. Did you notice that CNN nobody's running the words? Have you ever on television, heard a time when they're not running the words on a taped conversation where it's hard to hear? They always do that. CNN doesn't want to go on the record. I will. I listened to it over and over and over again very carefully today, and I heard Donald Trump say, "Don't pay in cash." And then Cohen follows up with, no, as if saying, oh, of course not, obviously, we're not doing that. Now, it may not be that, but that's honestly what I heard. We have one of our sound engineers trying to take this thing apart today, and we will cover it tomorrow and see if we can get a better version of this. But let's take a quick look at the mentality of the left and their surrogates in the mainstream media. They have been pushing collusion with Russia hard. I think they know that there's nothing there. So what are they doing? They're looking for anything else that might make it look like he's guilty of a crime. I'm sure they probably heard this recording and thought, oh, crap. There's really nothing illegal being done here. Is it sleazy? Yeah. It's Cohen. I mean, is the president's attorney kind of a mob attorney kind of guy? Yeah, I think so. Of course he is. This is why you hire a guy like Cohen, because he just makes things go away. And don't ask me how I got it done, okay, Chief? This is just the fact that he is recording the conversation. Just that one fact shows you, this guy's dirty. I mean, why would he be recording it? Probably full, just a little insurance policy, eh? Now, we don't know where he recorded this, but it sounded like he pushed record on his phone and then shoved it in his pocket as he was walking into the office. This was recorded weeks away, about 2 weeks away from the election. This would have made really pretty juicy blackmail material if Trump had become president, or if it had just gone out into the news. It may have changed the election. I don't think it would have, but it could have. Michael Cohen is a sleazeball with a capital S, and we know that. But the media also knows that ultimately no one will care. So what did they do? They concentrated on this one line that had the appearance of sounding most guilty. No. Don't pay in cash. No. Now, I want you to listen to how Chris Cuomo sets this up and what he says just after airing the entire taped conversation last night. Watch.
Now, this is not a great quality recording, and that will be relevant to its analysis. So first, I want to play you the entire recording, not all of which is relevant to the payment. So listen for yourself. All right, now, a couple of things. There are side conversations. I wanted you to hear everything that was on the recorded that was provided to us. Those side conversations aren't relevant in my estimation. And I'm not including a translation of the tape because there is clearly a dispute about what is being said.
Okay, there's clearly a dispute. So is there any real controversy to this? I mean, as to what Trump said when he said, don't pay in cash. Was it really hard to hear? Because in my opinion, it did sound pretty clear to me when I was wearing headphones. And why isn't there a transcript included with the audio? Why, CNN? I mean, is there really, quote, a clear dispute over what was said there? Not from what I heard, and not from all the people that I think are fair that heard it today as well. But the vast majority of the media is reporting this as if Trump said, pay it in cash, wink, wink, nod, nod. Now, it sounds more guilty if that's what he said. And sure enough, Lanny Davis, Cohen's lawyer, followed up last night saying this.
You provided this recorded, why?
Because everybody heard just now Donald Trump say the word cash, after Michael Cohen mentioned financing, when Mr. Giuliani and Mr. Trump, through Mr. Giuliani, accused my client, Mr. Cohen, of saying the word cash. And I posted a tweet at the time, and I said, wait for the tapes. Richard Nixon couldn't spin the tape that did him in, and there's no way that Mr. Giuliani, who knows from being U.S. attorney, the only people who use cash...
Do you notice that he is saying here cash? He doesn't say pay in cash or don't pay in cash. The attorney is only saying he said the word cash. On that, we all agree. Now, that allows people like the Daily Beast to report the story like this. In the leaked tape, Trump is heard saying pay with cash when discussing payoff of former Playboy model Karen McDougal. Now, it sounds pretty definite from the Daily Beast. They sound really convinced that that's what he said. Except there's a comma here. That's not a period, that's a comma. The sentence goes on. But it's unclear whether he suggests paying with cash or not paying with cash due to poor audio quality. So wait a minute, Daily Beast. This is the most contradictory statement I have ever read. He definitely did it, but we're actually not sure. How's that possible?